Hello, hello. I thought I would just do a 3-minute tiny video to explain what I'm thinking of doing in January. So we have in January the Rave New Year, which is the Human Design New Year, and it starts with Gate 41. So when the sun moves into Gate 41 on the 22nd of January, that is when the energy is here for new beginnings. So when we have a new year on the 1st of January, we're still actually in hibernation season. And one of the reasons New Year resolutions fail is because the energy isn't there. We're still hibernating. So it seemed to me a really good idea to not use that energy for resolutions, but use the time from January, the first 3 weeks, to do a review of the year. And we have some gates, some transits and planets that are moving out of their transit area. One is gate 60, and that is limitation. So I really thought it would be a good idea to see what we'd learned about limitation, how that had shown up in our lives, because it's been in Pluto so long for us to learn from. I mean, if we think about the transits as something for us to learn from in our own personal lives. So limitation was a theme. Where have we felt limited? Where have we, for using a fancy word, transcended limitation? I use that word, but I do have a little problem with moving into sort of spiritual language and not everyday language, because the minute we use the spiritual language, we can get stuck. So where have we felt stuck? Where have we felt limited? What have we sort of pushed against and felt those edges for? Another theme that I would like to address is grief in one of our sessions together. I really feel that there is a lot of grief in the world, a lot of people dying, a lot of grief about change and moving through change, and moving from an old year to a new year is a period of change. The world is also moving. So when we are in a state of change, we are neither liquid or gas. We are the effervescent bubbles in between. And change challenges us because it makes us feel uncertain of the patterns that are coming up in the future. And that uncertainty makes us insecure. And that insecurity leads us to want to lean on somebody to help us. And it has to be through us. So those are some of the themes that I'm thinking of addressing. We won't be able to go really deep into them, but we will be surprised by how deep we do go. And some of the others, it will let evolve when the people who decide to book with me come on, because let's make it collaborative as well, so that as much as possible, we deal with what you need. Now, I know that is not the way most people run courses. They say, this is what I'm going to doing, and this is what you're going to get. And I don't know what you're going to get. You know, like I struggle to fit into those boxes. You are going to get an experience. You are going to see something that you haven't seen before from a new angle. And I don't know what that will be. But the time we spend together will ripple off into your life for 6 months later, for a year later. This I know from people who've been with me before. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use creativity. So the reason we use creativity is we're going to challenge the brain taking control. If it was a horse, the mind would have taken the bit between its teeth and would be leading us. So we're going to find ways, clever, playful ways, in order not to let the mind run. And we're going to cut through And what we're going to find is going to be really surprising, and we will find truth in it. So join me. Take a chance, because that's basically what we do whenever we buy up and join in anything. We are taking a chance, and you're taking a chance on me. So if you listen to this and you decide to join me, blessings and thanks. And I look forward to creating the most wonderful and exciting set of sessions with you, and for us all to be enriched by it. Much love.